my channel. It's Miranda here. Thank you for stopping by. Today's video is going to be a fun and interesting one. If you can't tell by the title, I am pregnant. Yes, we are expecting baby number 3 and I'm very excited. I actually posted, if you don't follow me on Instagram, here is my handle and I also have it down in the description box below. But I posted back in December on Christmas Day that we are expecting baby number 3. I had filmed back in February, like the first week of February, like a 12-week bump update, like just talking about like the differences between this pregnancy and the last pregnancy. Like I'll have in the description box below my 12-week update from my son, with my son Andy, and I just talked about the differences. I mean, obviously there was a lot of similarities, like the typical, you know, my brain, the typical like fatigue and just all that stuff in the first trimester. But I did mention a couple main things that were different. Excuse me. Hello. Sorry. Okay, sorry, that was my husband telling me he's going back to work from lunch. But anyways, like I was saying, what was I saying? I'm just going to mention like a few of the main differences, which I'll mention in this one, just like a quick recap. But I am actually, at this point, I am 20 weeks, and I think I'm like 20 weeks in 4 days? 4 days, I think. I'll be 21 weeks on Sunday. But yeah, it's March 10th, so that's where we stand. So I'm at the halfway point already. So I'm in my second trimester, and that's what today's video is going to be about. I'm just going to give you guys a quick update on like my symptoms and where I stand emotionally and physically, and also what's going on in our life right now. Kind of a little bit of a life update, but not really, just more, this is more focusing on the pregnancy. Oh, was I mentioning that okay, I think I already said this. I'm losing my train of thought. Anyway, guys, sorry. Sorry if I'm all over the place. The pregnancy brain it's full motion. But yeah, so today's video is all going to be all about that fun stuff. But yeah, guys, so let's get into this video. Let's start with, okay, I intended on posting about my 12-week update, but that just didn't happen. So let me just talk about the main difference in my first trimester from my other pregnancies. In my last pregnancy, I mentioned that the nausea that I experienced with my son was so much worse than I had with Adam, my first son. But with this pregnancy, the nausea I felt in my last pregnancy is a joke. It was awful. Luckily, I never actually threw up, but the nausea that I experienced with this pregnancy is awful. Like, I now understand when they're like, oh, the nausea with pregnancy, like this was bad. I almost threw up a few times, and I've never experienced like that. So I think that was like my main thing. I actually have my symptoms written down here. Let me see real quick if there's any main things I want to mention. I was very emotional. Very emotional. I think I talk a little bit more about my symptoms in an upcoming video that I plan on posting. I'm going to do an old wives tale before I post the gender reveal, which I actually do know the gender, so I'm going to try my best to keep quiet and hope that I don't slip in talking or in the editing process. If I do end up slipping, not cutting it out. But yeah, so that's another thing I want to talk about, is like a little bit of the upcoming video. So I'll talk more. I filmed the old wives tale like immediately after filming the 12-week update, so you'll get a little bit of what I was feeling in that first trimester in that video. But so if you get a little confused in that video and you're like, wait, she just posted her 20 week and she's talking about a 12 week, that's why it's just all out of whack. But yeah, that's gonna be coming out to the old wives tale, so you'll get a little bit of what I was feeling in that first trimester. Now on to this trimester. Let's talk symptoms. I am feeling, and I wrote it down because I don't want to forget. Okay, headaches. I have been getting awful headaches. I mean, like migraines. I'm like, sorry, I heard my kids. I don't know if you guys can hear them on the camera, but I hear them and I'm like, huh? What's happening? And they're not just by themselves, my parents are watching them. Okay, so you're probably like, what's happening? Anyways, headaches. Awful, terrible headaches. I mean, migraines to the point where I'm like crying, or like I can barely keep my eyes open. They're awful I'm experiencing this trimester. Obviously, the typical, like the gas pain, the heartburn, and back pain, and round ligament pains. Those are all pretty normal, pretty like on point. The heartburn is really bad, but I've gone that bad with every pregnancy I've had. I mean, so much so, like I have my anti-acid soft chews beside my bed. I have them in the normal Tums in the kitchen, and then I have like the chewable ones in the bathroom. So at any given point when I get that heartburn, I can just pop one. So yeah, the heartburn is already really bad. The round ligament pain, again, it's just kind of like when I make certain movements. I didn't experience that with my first pregnancy, but I experienced that with my last pregnancy and now this one. And then I've been having really weird and bad dreams. Really weird. So anyways, bad dreams. Yeah, bad and weird dreams, which is affecting my night's sleep. Obviously the constant urination, which makes me get up to pee like every hour, if not every 2 hours. Well, every 2 hours, if not every hour. That's the proper way to say that. Anyways, so that's how I've been feeling. Also, if you cannot tell already from just watching this video, I am so out of breath. Like, even just sitting here talking, I'm out of breath. And I think it's because this pregnancy, I just spit a little bit. Anyways, this pregnancy, I'm so high. I am not used to that. In my last 2 pregnancies, I was like super low, and I can't breathe. I honestly cannot breathe. It's crazy. Sorry, I have to burp. Guys, this is gonna be all over the place. I apologize. Anyways, I cannot breathe, and that's weird. I'm definitely getting out of breath quicker, which I can't imagine the bigger I get how that's going to be. So those are the symptoms that I have been currently feeling at this point, at this stage. 5 months, 20 weeks pregnancy, halfway there. We got 20 more weeks to go. Realistically, honestly guys, I'm not gonna lie, emotionally where I stand, I'm kind of freaking out. I'm at the halfway point, and I know I'm not gonna make it to the end. First of all, I'm C-section, repeat, I had C-sections with both my first children, emergency with my first, and then obviously I had to have a repeat one. The reason I have C-sections is because I have a narrow pelvic bone and I cannot deliver naturally. So that's why I have C-section, so I have to have a C-section again. So I just kind of freaking out because I don't make it to the end. My first son was 38 weeks when he was born, and my second son was 37. So I know realistically I'm not going to make it to that point. And on top of that, I think they schedule you a week before. Like, I think they schedule you at 39 weeks. They schedule, like, my due date is July 24th, and they usually schedule your C-section the week before your actual due date. So I won't make it to that point anyway, and I doubt I'll even make it to that schedule, because I didn't, because I was due May 22nd with my son. I was scheduled to have him May 17th, May 18th, I think it was something like that. And then I had him May 6th. So I didn't make it to that. And I know I'm not going to make it to this time. So I know that, like, my timeline to get things done, I mean, I still have plenty of time. It's not like I'm, like, having the baby at 30 weeks or anything like that. But it's still, like, I just know how quickly it all goes. Until, like, the very last minute where it tends to drag, when you're like, what's happening here? But, like, it does go by quickly, so I'm kind of freaking out about that. So that's kind of one of the things on my mind. And the reason it's amplified is I have a major update, like a major change happening in our lives, which I want to talk about in a different video. I want this one to be solely the pregnancy. And I'll talk about, like, I'll maybe post a life update really explaining everything that's happening. But yeah, so I'm, like, super emotional and I'm super overwhelmed. There's a lot going on right now. I feel like there's been a lot going on, and I'm sure everyone feels this way. There's a lot going on in the past 2 years. You know, there's just been something constantly happening, and it's not just like in the outside world, which alone in the outside world there is, but also in my own little bubble. There's just been a lot of changes, a lot of updates, a lot of things, and it's just another one that's coming. And it's funny, it's like the baby itself, baby number 3, is going to be an update and a change in itself, and there's just another update that's coming that's just coinciding with this. So that's been kind of stressful that I've been dealing with, which doesn't help because I'm already overly emotional. And I know it's like, oh, you're pregnant, but it's like, yeah, I'm pregnant, but like in my last 2 pregnancies, obviously I was emotional, but like I feel like I'm even more emotional. But yeah, so that's kind of where I stand. So I wanted to mention about the life update, the major update that's coming, and how I've been feeling physically and emotionally. I also wanted to talk to you guys. I talked to you guys about that I'm gonna have an old wives tale video coming up, which was a lot of fun to like do and film, and then I want to do a gender reveal for you guys, which I already know what we're having, and I'm really excited, and it's gonna be awesome. You guys have to tune in for that. And let's see, what else did I want to mention real quick. Oh, I wanted to talk about cravings. So in my first trimester, I had a lot of cravings, a lot of like sweets and a lot of like Spanish food actually, especially like my husband's from Nicaragua, so I was craving a lot of like Nicaraguan food, and I was like, I want this and I want that, and yeah, so it like from his, you know, like from his country and stuff like that, so he had to make that. And then I don't know if it's not just me, but the rest of the world also, but when I watched Encanto, I really wanted arepas, so we made arepas. So like a lot of like Spanish food I was craving also. But this trimester I have been craving like pineapple. I've been drinking a lot of pineapple juice. I've been eating pineapple like popsicles, and I know it's winter, which is crazy, like it's cold outside and I'm sitting here inside eating popsicles like it's the middle of summer. And bagels, I crave bagels a lot, but it's just like randomly, it's not like consistently, but I'll be like, I really want a bagel right now. And let's think, I think that's all I can think about food wise. Ice cream, popsicles kind of, but mainly the popsicles. I'm really picky with my food right now. Even the second trimester, I'm not as nauseous, thank God, but I don't know, I'm still kind of like, nah, I don't know what I want. And again, I go from like not hungry to like starving. I'm gonna pass out in like a matter of seconds. But yeah, guys, that's kind of where I've been standing in this pregnancy. There's another major update coming, which I'm gonna tell you, and you're like, why aren't you telling me now? Because that would just be way too long of a video. It's already been 15 minutes, guys. And that's gonna be a whole other topic on its own, which I'm excited to tell. It's like, it's exciting, because you're probably like, what is this life update? It seems like it's bad news by the way I'm saying it, but it's not. It's good news. I'm excited about it. I mean, there's stresses that come along with it, of course, but I'm really excited about it. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to. That's gonna be a whole new thing. I'm not gonna go into explaining why I didn't film in the first 2 months. I think I'm not gonna go into a deep explaining. How about that? I'll give a quick explanation. First trimester kicked my butt, honestly, and then this life update kind of took me for like a spin and had me kind of trying to get my bearings, along with dealing with all the first trimester pregnancy things. And so yeah, excuse me guys, so yeah, that was my main thing of why I'm not posting. But I enjoy sharing this, and I like sharing my life, and not just with you guys, but like my son loves going back and watching old videos of him growing up, and I really enjoyed this process. So I'm really excited to share this with you. So we have, you know, a lot of the typical gender reveal, old wives tale videos coming up, pregnancy, like night routines and stuff that's going to come up with this new update and all that stuff. So there's a lot of cool things that I want to do, and I hope I get to share with you guys, and I hope you guys join along the journey. Before I go forward, oh my god, excuse me. Okay, let me make sure I don't share anything I'm supposed to. Okay, so I want to share with you guys the little Oh, you know what I'll do? I'm not going to show you through here. I have the picture on my phone. So I'll put a picture like right here of the actual sonogram, and then you guys can look, sonogram, yeah, so cute, right? Look at that profile, look at the nose, has mommy's nose already. And then right now I'll post my bump, which you can kind of see in the thumbnail, but here it is also. And yeah, guys, make sure to go follow me on Instagram, which I'll be sharing stuff in my stories, and I'll be sharing stuff on like my pictures, my feed. So make sure to go follow me. Here's my handle. Remember, it's down below also. And yeah, guys, thank you for any of you who decide to watch this and join me on my journey. I know this is kind of a long-winded video, but and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I would love for you guys to leave comments if you're pregnant, expecting, or wanting, or have kids, or just want to leave me a comment. I would love to hear where you are in your journey, and just leave a nice little comment down below. I would love to have a little chat with you guys. Alrighty, guys, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and until next time, stay stress free. Bye.